Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is the Gaming Guy and today I'm going to be bringing you to a video for Google Autofill for Supreme Spring Summer 19. Now, following on from my tips or just information video, there were quite a couple of comments asking for me to go over Autofill. I was meaning to go over it during pretty much mid last week, but obviously that didn't happen. So in this video I'm going to cover everything possible and also include some things that I might have gotten wrong with my last autofill video where the comments sort of corrected me on, and hopefully this video is the perfect video covering Google Chrome autofill. Now obviously the Supreme season starts tomorrow, so if you do not have Google Chrome autofill set up, here's your opportunity. So you just follow this video if you'd like to set it up, and yeah, let's just get straight into this. Okay, so when I mentioned saying that I got something a little bit wrong, this is going to be the comment or the sort of thing that I will follow up on later on in the video, or mention later on in the video, because it is very important. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so let's start off with the very basic thing that you can do in order to go on to Google Chrome's autofill. And yeah, leave me alone for my picture that I've got on here. I've had it for ages. So what you want to do in the first place is go to the top corner where these three dots are. Go ahead and click on that. Then what you want to do from here is click onto settings. Now what this will do is open up the settings page. Now I've just scrolled down a little bit just to cover up my email because, yeah, why not? So what we're going to do from here is go through pretty much everything. Now there are a couple of questions that people asked of me, just in general, and what people asked about for me to talk about. One of the first things is that I do not know whether or not your information will be there or will not be there when we go on to Supreme tomorrow. I genuinely do not know. I normally give it a 50-50. When I respond to any comments when people ask about that, I literally reply saying it is a 50-50. Some people last season did have to re-enter their information, some people did not. Luckily last season I did not have to re-enter my information, but on some like previous seasons before the last year pretty much, I did have to re-enter my information. So that is why I say it is a 50-50. Your information will either be there or it won't. So anyway, couple of things to get into. If you would like to, you are able to add your payment method to autofill or onto Chrome's autofill. I'll leave everything like this in the comment section. There'll be a long description-y comment on my main pinned comment that will explain all of the steps if you don't want to listen to me go over it, because I know some people probably won't want to. So for payment methods, you can literally click on it, and as you can see, I do not have a payment method set up because I do not use a payment method with Google Chrome's autofill. This is simply because I just like to fill in my information manually. I say manually, I copy and paste my card detail or my card number, but it's still, I say it's manually. So yeah, you can literally add one by just clicking add. You enter the name on card, card number, expiry date, and you're done. Now the important part of the video, or the more important part for me, is the addresses and more. So you can click on this. This will be blurred, just so, yeah, it'll be blurred. So simply what you want to do firstly is there's this section at the top which is save and fill addresses. This is very important. I always mention this is very important because once you have checked out, sometimes in the top corner you might get a pop-up coming up on Google Chrome where it'll ask you to either save a password or save some other details, and this is one of the things that I recommend ticking across because it will save and fill addresses, includes information such as phone numbers, email addresses, and delivery addresses. Literally the three things that you need on Supreme when checking out. Now what you want to do when you do go to add your address for the first time is as simple as clicking add, and then you type out your name. Organisation I don't think you really need to do. Your street address, postal town, postcode, country, region, phone, and email. Now a lot of people do get worried when they go to check out or they go and look at the Google Chrome's autofill and they see that the first couple of digits of their mobile number is not there. Do not worry in any way, because what it will do is it will link your country or region to your phone number. You know, they'll link 2 and 2 together and figure out pretty easily. So do not worry if the first couple of digits are not there when you go ahead and look at your auto-filled address. Once you've filled this in, all you need to do is click save, and that is done. Then we can go and test it out. And yeah, we can get straight into it pretty much. The place that we're obviously going to be testing it out is on Palace, I'm actually going to do a couple of tests. One, just putting in the information through autofill, which will probably literally be a second, and the other will be me typing it out as serious as I can possibly be. The screen will obviously be covered, but I will be genuinely trying my best to input like all of the information. Okay, so we are just going to go on to any random section, and we're just going to choose the top left one. We're going to add it. Small is still available. Damn. £68. Okay. We're going to go on to check out, and here is obviously the information. Now I'm obviously going to do what I did in my tips and information video, which is blurring out my information. That will be here, but I will put up a timer for the time in the like bottom left or mid. It'll probably be about here-ish it will appear. So autofill, let's just see how quick this is. Okay, and it is done. So it's as simple as that. Now, like I said, with the phone number, you can't see it because it is blurred, but here we have country, and then here we have the phone number, and the first digit for me is gone on there because it recognizes where I'm from and the phone number attached to that. So now what I'm going to do is type out my information as fast as I possibly can, actually genuinely trying to get everything correct and see how fast I'd actually be at checking out. I'm actually going to pull my sleeves up on this hoodie because I actually want to give this a real go. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I apologize for any keyboard sounds, but I'm going to give this a good attempt. I think maybe an attempt or two I'll give it a chance at. So let's go. Messed up already. I thought I was on a Mac, so I went over the number 2. I went over the number 2 and I pressed shift for it, so I did it wrong. Let's go again. That's like... I'm gonna give it one more try, one more attempt. Messed up straight away. There we go. I wouldn't say that it is the fastest, but that is the speed that I'm able to do it at. So yeah, obviously autofill is going to be the faster option in this case. Now there are a couple of things that I would definitely recommend that you should be doing. One of which is with the exact same as Palace and Supreme, the bottom left right here, save this information for next time. 100% click that, because that normally stops you from having to do the whole entering Google Chrome autofill or autofill in general when you come to the next checkout, and you can just focus on the right side information, which are the payment details. Now going back to this comment from Nick, I touched on it in my description thing that I've had like copied and pasted across all of my autofill videos. This is not a recommendation, but you can do it if you would like to get your information to stay on the Supreme web browser. So in the past I mentioned that you needed to check out an item, or you could put in details that aren't correct and just continuously hit checkout until it remembers your details. But Nick obviously sums it up in an easier way, where he says no need to check out an item to save for future orders. Fill in your correct info on the left, being your email address, and everything else, and then some random information on the right. It'll most likely say invalid credit card, but your details will be saved on the left side for the next time. So that is definitely a helpful tip, and I've got that down below, but that is definitely a very helpful thing to look out for. Now there are a couple of things that people are worried about, which is like the Google reCAPTCHA or CAPTCHA in general. Different people say different things. Some people say to test out on WordPress. Some people say to just find any website that has a CAPTCHA or reCAPTCHA available. You can literally go onto the reCAPTCHA demo, which is right here, and it already has information filled out, but literally you just need to click I'm not a robot and submit it, and then it will say in the corner, verification success, hooray. Do that like on the morning, I would say, or tomorrow morning, just so that you're done or you're okay if you're worried about that in any way. Another question that somebody asked is if I do manually enter my details on week 1. I normally don't. I normally am just able to do the whole double click and then, or just click once and they appear. I just click for them to enter. So I hope that I've covered everything possible in this video, or everything that I can pretty much personally think of. I can't really think of anything else. And yes, if you're watching this the day before Monday, which is when I'm uploading it, then the drop is at 11 AM tomorrow, Monday morning, 11 AM, and then after that they are back to normal. It won't be like the Thursday that is coming up, it'll be the Thursday after for week 2. So if you enjoyed this video, like would be much appreciated. Other than that, let's hope for some W's tomorrow. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like to. Like I said, if you'd like to. And I will see you all next time. I'm going to have a little bit of a different clip just after this. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for a live cop. The season begins. So yeah, let's get into it. Peace.